I love the fact, all the people that are, doubters and stuff. We talked about this, and I said, look, Julianna Pena is, in my opinion, she's got a real chance at beating Amanda here. She's got the style that is necessary to beat Amanda Nunes. She came out and did what she was supposed to do. The one thing I will say, Amanda loading up on shots, trying to throw big looping shots, little bit of head movement, keeping your head off center line, throwing the jab out. Look at the jab's the simplest damn punch there is in fighting arts. Simplest, but some people are really good at it. Some people are not. Not that Julianna is great at it, but her simple jab won that fight. That was the difference maker. That's what started everything. Every time Amanda loaded up and tried to throw something, bip, she got hit by the jab. It threw her off. Her shot missed, and it was just a progression of downhill in that second round.
Yeah, I don't want to say that I'm surprised, but there was a lot of factors and people. There's a lot of factors that play into this. Amanda Nunes is now a mother. Okay, there's a lot, and to me, I think that's going to hold a lot of weight. And Julianna is a mom as well, but the time and progression of being a mother for years changes. In the beginning, Amanda Nunes is a fresh mom. She's someone now. It's like she's falling into this. How do I train? How do I spread myself between family and training and fighting and this and that? She has to work that out. And I know what she had. I think her last fight was her first fight. Being a mother, I think, was her first fight. She looked good, but she also is just. I just feel like she's adjusting, I think, to that. And everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you're making excuses for her. She's this." Other people are women. Other people are mothers as well. Other people are women. Other people are mothers as well. I say, but there's adjustments that go into it. Fighting is a very selfish sport, and you have to be selfish. And then being a father or being a mother, it's difficult, And so, I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses for her, but I think the adjustment. I think there was some adjustments. She needs to make some adjustments, or she hasn't been able to make some adjustments based off of what I saw last night. I think she thought that she would just continue to walk in and just dispatch people, no problem. Couple punches, they would fear her. When you run into someone who just doesn't fear you, that's the result you're going to get right there. You've got to take every single person serious, exactly right, every step of the way, because at the top, that's why I've always said that when I look at GOAT status, I look at it in terms of how long were you winning fights? How long were you the champ? How many people did you beat? What kept you motivated? That's why I don't discredit Jose Aldo. People talk about him, and I'm like, he was undefeated for 10 years or something like that, some astronomical, and then Cyborg, same thing, 13 years, didn't lose a fight. Those are like that to me, like locks down more of the GOAT status, because to get motivated every single fight, that's what's hard. That to me is what makes you the GOAT, if you can do that.
See, and I look at it, first off, Amanda's fantastic, but her last couple of fights, she looked great, but she wasn't fighting those people that you looked at and said, those are people that can beat her. They have a style that can beat her. Nothing against Megan Anderson, but she just doesn't have a style that's going to beat Amanda Nunes. And then Felicia Spencer, tough individual. Love her as a fighter. Congratulations on your retirement, and the best of luck to you and everything. But you looked and said, look, that's not going to be a fight for Felicia Spencer to be able to win, because she's going to have almost an impossible task in trying to get Amanda down. She's going to be eating a lot of shots. And then on the ground, you look and you go, it's not like she's that much better than her. She doesn't have that grinding style. She's got more of a jiu-jitsu style. So you can go back and say, it's been a couple of years. Germaine Duranamy, you can say, all right, she's tough and everything. But I would say the last fight that she had, that where you looked and said, this is a person that really has a chance of winning her, because the reason I say that is Germaine will stand in the middle of the cage and throw with you, but that leaves her open for the takedown. And once she hits the ground, she doesn't have any type of offense that it can put you in danger. She's not a submission specialist. She's going to hold on. She's going to maybe try to get up, but she's not going to be able to do anything offensively against you. So the last person she fought in that position where you could say very tough to take down, Holly Holmes, she looked great. She had the head kick win, but that was a long time ago. And, time is going on, like you're saying, and things have changed in her life. And it's not only that, yes, Julianna is a mother and now Amanda's a mother. There's a big difference in their bank accounts, too. Let's just be honest. It's just, and as things become easier and all these things happen and you get sponsorships from Modelo and all these different things and the bank account keeps on going up and up and up and life is becoming easier and easier and easier, it's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I could be on the beach with my child, with my wife, and it is something that happens. And I look at what this fight, I look at the way Amanda looked. As far as she came out strong, but she quickly, you could see, she was trying to knock Julianna out. And she was throwing really hard, and when she got to the point in the first round where she had her down and stuff, Julianna, she went for the Kimura grip, and that was okay. But it was the leg placement and what she was doing. She was at least making Amanda work. She at least made Amanda at times have to strain. She had the Kimura grip. You saw Amanda trying to hold her arm in place. And so just make her work past her comfort zone. And you can see that happened because I don't care. You look at body language. You look at Amanda coming out for the second round. Amanda knew, I'm getting tired. You could see it. And right away, as soon as she started trying to get rid of her fast and she started eating that jab, she was on that, like I said, that downhill track was coming. And she was, a lot of people are going to say something about, she tapped fast and all that stuff. When you don't have air and your heart rate's real high, you tap fast because you're exhausted and I can't beat this. So she's going to have to, figure out what she wants, regroup. But, this is why the commentating teams throughout, MMA and especially in the UFC, look, the UFC uses GOAT status with everybody. And they've made it to where the fans actually, they buy into it and they believe it because everybody, as soon as the guy becomes champion, this is the greatest of all time.
No.
Not true. All right. They were saying Tyron Woodley was the greatest welterweight of all time. Are you fucking kidding me? There was a guy named George St. Pierre before him that was way better in every aspect that you look at. Okay. Sorry. Just the way it is. But they put out that Tyron was the greatest. Now it's Kamaru is the greatest of all time. And when Kamaru leaves, whoever takes his place, I guarantee they're going to be saying he's the greatest of all time. It's used too much. There's no need for it. Amanda is a phenomenal MMA fighter. She's had an incredible career. If she leaves after this fight, she's still one of the best women fighters ever in the sport. She deserves that placement. She's fantastic. She does have 5 losses. Okay. This one coming after 12, 13 wins in a row. So she was phenomenal. And she does have the win over Cyborg. People are going to look at that and say, well, she got the, yes, she does. And that's why fights are the way they are. Conor McGregor had a win against Dustin Poirier, knocked him out in the first round, a la Amanda Nunes against Cyborg. It's just you had never seen it before with Cyborg, so that's what made it so grand. What happened the second and third time that Dustin Poirier fought Conor? Well, it turned around, and it can turn around when any group of good fighters are put together. Just depends on the day and who comes prepared and who is on and who is off.